there is a handful of white Jewish supremacist billionaires who are using their immense financial wealth to try to crush the student demonstrations on the college campuses. And not just the student demonstrations in the college campuses. They even contacted the mayor of New York and demanded that he crush the demonstrations or they wouldn't support him in the forthcoming mayoral election. They have huge amounts of money. That's a consequence of the fantastic polarization of wealth in our society, such that for them, 50 million, literally, this is not an exaggeration, $50 million here. William Ackman tells Harvard, I'm going to withhold my $50 million contribution. Another academic tells the University of Pennsylvania, he was a graduate of the Wharton School of Business, he's going to withhold $100 million. Another figure, Sternlicht, he tells Brown University, these are all Ivy League universities, that he's going to withhold a huge sum of money. There's Kraft. He tells Columbia University he's going to withhold a huge sum of money. And so the universities buckle to the pressure. They march to the beat of the Jewish supremacist drum. And it was a very ugly picture. It was the most brutal, vicious, and undisguised assault on academic freedom by a private entity in American history. There has never been anything like it. Two Ivy League university presidents were toppled. The rest were terrified. People like President Shafiq at Columbia, the president of MIT. The MIT president held back. She was actually quite good, but then she buckled to the pressure also. So that was a very ugly phenomenon. But then we have to see the other side, which is, as I said earlier, the students stood their ground and risked quite a lot. In the United States, Columbia University, for example, it costs $80,000 a year. It's not a small sum of money. And students were willing to risk losing all their semester's credit, being suspended, being expelled. So there was, on the one side, the brutal, vicious assaults, and on the other, there was the very heroic, principled, courageous resistance. As to the question what you can do about it, I don't personally believe you can do very much about it. These kinds of tendencies, the succumbing, the giving in to careerism, opportunism, the desire for really in the great scheme of things, it's pretty petty stuff. The desire to be invited to a conference, to attend a wine and cheese party, to get a guest lectureship, pretty small stuff.
Yes.
But in academia, those are big things.
Yes.
Henry Kissinger, the archetypical academic war criminal, he once said, the battles in academia are so vicious because the stakes are so puny. And I think there is some truth to that.